Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to raise a change record from scratch. Firstly, you need to reach this screen. So as you see, we have four different menus here. Uh, Probably in your PC, in your machine, you can have all other three in the left side, all depend on how you usually use the pin. So for example, I can pin this and favorites will be in my left side and you will be here, right? So don't worry about the order, just looking for all. So let me pin back here and you can type inside the field change record. Okay, change. So if you put change record, nothing happens. You just type change and then you come to create new. Okay, create new, click on create new and it should take you to another screen. Here we need to decide if your change record will be classified as emergency or a regular normal one. So let's put normal one. Okay, once you click here it should take you to another screen and the number of change records will be already there by following the sequence raised by the ServiceNow itself. There is nothing to do here, okay? And the request by will follow who is logged at this moment. In this case, we are logged as system administrator, so that's why you can see here system administrator. Okay, so you can change here if you want to use um, another username to create your change record, but normally we you don't need it to change this. Okay, but it's possible. Category. So here you must decide which category the CI you're going to apply the change belongs to. In this case, so let's put server, right? Server, there is no server here, but you need to understand that server it's a hardware. So that's why we can select hardware instead of server and which service you want. So don't type anything here before you look at the list because here all you need to do is select what you need, right? So let's pretend we need to services in our the first one here, SAP Enterprise Service. You come here and then you can go to the next and see if you have any option. As you see, there is no red star here. It means this field is not mandatory. So you can go to the next and configure the CI. The CI it's is not mandatory here, but you must to um, select which one you need. So let's take the first one. It's I think it's a machine name, right? And all these fields were already fed automatically by ServiceNow by depend on this. Do you know why? It's because it's a workstation. So it does not justify we request for a high or a high impact because all the critical high or moderate it's because it's affect only one workstation. So that's why we all of this configuration is already customized in CMDB. So when you select one workstation, you have by default all of these three values. Okay. Well, short description. Short description you can put here. So uh, it's slow. Okay. Each became slow in this morning until so far. Okay. So then here, let's move here for the second column because as you see the service now is organized by line and columns. Here we have one single line with all of phase of your process, and the second part we have two columns. That's the first column, it's the second column. Here we have only one line and by the last another line. Okay, so all of the screening service now will follow the same standard, line and columns, line, line. It's optional. Sometimes you can see only one column, but normally it's organized by line and two column at the most. Okay, we never will see three here until the Turkey version. Okay, maybe the next can be different, but normally is two so far, two columns. And then here you must to assign to the group. So let's go here and see which groups are available to do this. Well, we must know which team we work in our tickets, right? So this information, we must looking for this information out of ServiceNow. It's kind of training we must have prior to raise any instance or change records. So let's put help desk. Okay, hardware. Let's revert and put the hardware instead. Okay, hardware. And let's assign to someone. Well, actually, we we don't need to assign to specify any work on this. Normally, this field can you can leave in blank this way, and the owner of this assigning group, in this case, will define who will work on this. Okay, so but for training purpose, we can select the first one here just to you see how to add information for this. Okay, let's move to the bottom parts. Here we have planning, schedule, conflicts, notes, and closing information. So planning, justification. So why you need to do this? Because you can see it's because it's impact the customer. Okay, so the slowness is impacting. Oops, the 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 this is slowness is impacting the customers. Okay, so let's put here. My keyboard is broken, so I'm using another one. The impact the end users, or end customers. Okay, end customers. So implementation plan. What we are going to do to solve this? So add more memory. Add more memory. Let's put here. Let's put 4 GB. 4 GB. Okay. Risk and policy. You don't put it like this. Okay. Or don't put nothing. Just write something by pretending the people or the person who will approve your change record just does not understand anything about um, about hardware. Okay, maybe the person um, obviously the role the people who will approve must understand, but sometimes your approval goes to another team, and this another team doesn't have a deep knowledge about the technology. So you can say there is there is no risk there is no risk for the brand. So you can say the brand, the customers, nor other any any system. Each affects only one single only a single PC. Okay, backup plan, remove the memory. If in case you put the memory and it does not work, you remove the memory back. Okay, test plan, assure, no, test plan, load the programs, the local programs, the local programs to validate the performance, the new performance. Okay, something like that. Then everything's here. So let's schedule here. We must say when we must plan this date. So let's put Friday. Okay, Friday here. And when you to finish? Friday too. Okay, Friday. And here you must define how long it would take. So let's put here 9 a.m. Okay, 9 a.m. to 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Okay, 6 p.m. Great. Uh, it will require a cab. So yes. So the cab will be um, tomorrow. So the cab meeting is tomorrow. So you can put here, and but obviously for in the real case, it does not justify you need to participate of a cab meeting to add memory for a single server, unless you generate any cost of memory. So let's put everything. Okay, conflicts. So as you see, it does not. You must click here, check conflicts in this button, and wait to check if there is another change record or instance for the same configuration item. So checking conflict detection. The conflict check is complete. I mean, oh, it's not possible. So let's see in conflicts. See, conflict detection. Great. It's because this server, right, has another change record or anything scheduled for the same day. Okay, 25. So in this case, what you have to do, you can put here 20, another date. Let's put 28. Okay, 28 28, and then you come again, update. Okay, so actually I lost the screen as you see, but don't worry. Okay, when it happened, all you need to do is come here and click on open. Okay, open. When you click on open, it's going to show you um, the the TNG records that were created today, but how you can find the one we just created here. So all you need is come here, personal personalize list, and you can add for update, and you come here and you can put this column as first. And let's see what's gonna happen here. Okay, so the last one was created here. It's this low. Can you see? I just click on here to put the new one as first. So once you're here, okay, you can copy this number and put here in the global search. Load that again. It should bring to us our change record back. Now let's look in for the conflict. It's a conflict calendar. It's another one. So let's see. We are alone here. Okay. So we are alone in the 28. There is no any other change record or any service schedule for this date. So we are okay. There is no red tag anymore. And now we can looking for approvals. So here it was automatically fed by ServiceNow itself by putting who is the manager, who is the owner of that ICI, okay? And what means operational? Operational means the server is currently in use for any department, okay, any company. So it's not in the commission or in the retire process. It's operational. So that's all. That's the status. And approvers, okay, approvers, great. We don't have any button here to add the approvals. So all you need to do now is create the change tasks because you know we must define who you work on this, and then you're going to create a task. Okay, as you see below the parent change record, we are going to have tasks, and each was created by itself by ServiceNow. So you don't need to touch in this field, okay? It's just was created automatically. And our change record is keep here, is still here, and the configuration item, you must repeat that server, the same one here, this exactly the same. And look, the change record start time and end time does not need to match the change record task. Okay, so we can put like 1 hour for task and one day for change because change you need to cover all task, and the total the total end time, the total range of change records is to fit all tasks. So normally one change record can you can put one or two tasks But sometimes you have 10 tasks, and if each task takes 1 hour, right, we are going to define the start and time here. So you must take in account how long all of tasks you take at the end of the day. So here we can put just 1 hour. So at the same day, 28. So let's put just one another date here, just to show you what's gonna happen. And let's put 8 by provoking you know error here. So I don't know why it's accepted because the change record is for 28. But let's see it this way. In short description, add more memory, add memory. The same thing you're going to put here. Add memory. Okay? Add memory. Okay. Now we have a chance here to add some notes to the people, to the person who needs. You can call me. Call me if I'm absent, for example, and put the number here. Okay, and here you must assign to a team, okay, and assign to a person if you want. It's exactly what I did it in the change record, and let's submit. Awesome. So let's touch your request for approval, okay? Request for approval. Okay, well, actually, must be aware that the change tasks, okay, it's scheduled for 8H. It's a past due date, and the change records is for 20H. So it it's not correct. So ServiceNow should not allow and accept you put some date older than the 28, but okay, it was accepted. Maybe the person who created this change record awesome process didn't realize, and it seems must be reviewed, okay, by administrator. But anyway, the person who will uh, let's see, it was assigned to batch angly, okay. So uh, batch angly should to be notified to approve of these tasks. So let's see, let's go to batch handling profile. How you do this? You, you copy her name here, and let's go to impersonate user here, and then you can look it for here. When you click in impersonate user, we are going to log off as administrator, okay, and log as her, and check if there is something in her mailbox here. Can you see it is slow? So she can request or approval or reject. So let's see. If she clicks here, only here, to check, we'll see. Oh, everything. Everything you type is here. The change record is, but she will reject that because the date. Now the task here is showing the the change record, right? But it's not showing uh, the date and time for the task itself. So at first it's not correct, okay? It should it should be shown here another dates, another dates. Well, let's approve. It's being approved. Okay, bad request. So let's go to our change record here. Let's go back and log as administrator to check in the global search here. What is the status of our task? Let's see. Let's go, and it's still open. So which was not approved. We must go back again and check what's happened. You got an error there, and it's supposed to work. It's slow. Key, change record, the edge memory. So she's not supposed to open the change record. She's supposed to open the CTA because the task is here. So, and there is no accept or approval button. What mean here is update. Here now you can see the the task date and time. Now it's correct. Okay, great, great. So she say, okay, act means she's aware have to do this. Okay, and click on updates. Okay, so okay. It's still open, but if you see, okay, okay, it's still open. So what it means? Open means um, okay. Actually, in this case here, people, it's ServiceNow has another option. You can customize this flow. Instead of you see here state open, you can put like accepted, okay, accepted. So which would make more sense if in batch instead of only add a comment here to change the status to accept or still waiting for acceptance. Okay, so that's why ServiceNow it's open to be personalized and customized uh, the way is best for the company in all departments. So It's only a demo here, but it can be improved. So I just recommend we add another button there in the task to accept the task or reject the task. Likewise, it was approval, a regular approval. Okay. Okay, great. But anyway, each company decide what's best. But I don't think it's great because you don't know here if there was any action unless you receive an email in your box or a notification. But um, you can also receive a notification by saying someone uh, accept you or not the task. But in this case, you are going to receive an email, for example, if you have any notification by saying this task was updated, not accept or not. So you need to come here to check what was the the comments. No, so it does not make any sense for for this process. And here we can check who is supposed to approve. Okay. Well, let's go back to our change record in the global. So see, um, we recently search is not true because the hour is 003, right? 03 here. And see, there is a star here. You can click on this star and what's going to happen? All the time you need to check. We can hit the favorites here and you can see here. Okay. You don't need to looking for the global anymore. You just come here. And so, but not it's not this one. Our was different, right? Don't worry. So let's review. You can go here and change. Open. Ah, okay, there is another number here. So let's remove this from change record. Oh, the favorite. Let's put here the correct one. And once it's loaded, now it's fine. You can click here and it will appear here. So what is the next step now? Waiting to all of these 13 people um, approval approve. So 13 people to approve. But sometimes when one of this person approve, okay, what going to happen? Uh, Others is no longer required. So one one approval can make other approval exempt of this approval. Anyway, everything is here. So what I have to do here? We must approve because nobody will approve, all right? So it's only a virtual names here. If you want to approve this library, you must come here and copy paste and go to log off and impersonate as these users here. So let's go. Bernard. Okay, great. Let's see what we're going to have in his or her um, dashboard. Here, right. Okay, bingo. Let's approve. Yes. No. So it's strongly recommended open the change records before approval, right? It's not mandatory you approve, but approve without to read what's going to happen. You are responsible for the approval. For that's why they are ServiceNow recommend. Now we don't need you looking for because it's already here, okay? And let's do the same. Who is the next approver? Nobody. Nobody. So now you can move it to implement. Let's implement. Our change is advanced. Implement. Oh, great, great, great. So you can add one more step by putting review in the review states. Okay, and the review means we cannot close because let's try close. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, we cannot close because the task was not done. We must wait for this person finish. But we are supposed to close at the end, okay? And that's it. So let's pretend now uh, today is the day when this lady will do the task. So what she's going to do? Impersonate users. So today is the day to do the things. And refresh, it's slow. So add memory. And she was there in the user desk and called to this person. He was in the lunch time, but came back to the office quickly. And she put the memory and say, okay, that's fine. Let's archinote. Memory was added. Okay, card, card memory card. Sorry, was added. Test is okay. Okay, great. And update. And now she can do what? She can close the task. Okay, so so it was done by itself and it's cancelled by the system. And let's close the task because it's already done. Okay, so the task was close it, close it. Great. Now let's go back to our profile as administrator and our change record is still there. And now you can close. Okay, you can close a successful close notes. The performance, the performance was improved. Close. Okay, great. Now you're done with your change record. Okay, thank you for watching. See you the next video. Bye bye.